Hey everyone, happy Monday. I hope you are having a fabulous day. This is Brenda Reynolds with the F Words of Life, and I'm super excited to be back with you for another episode of the Daily Coaching Show. My cat just fell off the desk, so literally as I was starting this, so that's why I'm laughing, which is a great way to start. So today, what I want to talk about is first of all, just hope that you had a beautiful weekend and that you're having a beautiful day. And like I said, it's always a joy and a privilege to be here with you. Last week, I didn't do the daily coaching show for a couple of days, so I've missed you. And welcome back. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to you. If you're a first-time viewer, definitely introduce yourself in the comment box. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. If you are a veteran watcher of this show, you've been here before, say hi in the comment box and let me know that you're watching this. And so today, what I want to talk about is an experience that I had yesterday, and I did post a picture of it on my Facebook page, and I posted a quick, probably 60-second video on Instagram of the experience. Yesterday at 6:15 in the morning, the Rock and Roll San Diego Marathon started, and it's always just an amazing experience to see so many people come together. No, I did not run in the marathon. What I did is I live literally a block over from part of the route, and there's a half marathon and a full marathon that goes on simultaneously, but this part of the route is still towards the beginning, so it's everybody coming through on the same route. And the number of people, I don't know, maybe somebody that knows how many people can put it in the comment box, but I mean thousands and thousands of runners. Some people walking by the time that they got to me, most people jogging slowly, but I was over there about 7 a.m. when they were going down the street behind my house, and was with a friend, climbed up onto a roof of a commercial building, which we actually have permission to do. So we were about a story up, and we're watching all these people come down, and it's just people after people after people, and people are smiling, and people are on the side of the road cheering. And about half a block up was one of the, I think, the water stations and food stations and whatever that they have, and we could hear the cheering way down there, and we were clapping and cheering people on. And I mean, I'm sure I knew somebody running in it, but I didn't know anybody in particular. But it was just an amazing experience. There was so much joy at 7:15 on a Sunday morning. It was a little overcast, which I'm sure the runners enjoyed. It wasn't hot, but there was just so much joy and hope and inspiration. Like, it was just very inspirational for me to be there to witness it. There was this celebration, it felt like, of just humanity and our oneness and our sameness. Because, if there were, I'm guessing, I mean, there had to be at least, I don't even know, 10,000 people running? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. If you have a guess, put it in the comments. If you know for sure and you're a runner and you know how many people ran in the Rock and Roll San Diego Marathon yesterday, let me know. But I mean, just like I said, thousands. And we stood up there for probably 30, 45 minutes, and people just, kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And people are dressed in outfits, and groups are running together in matching outfits, and moms are running with strollers, which, blow me away. Even if you're only doing the half marathon, that's 12.1 miles. People pushing a baby stroller with a baby in it. That's just crazy. And so it was just really cool to see people pressing forward, encouraging each other. And I'm sure as the race went on and on and on, as you got further down the line and it got more difficult, you see people encouraging, cheering on, whether you're running beside them on the road or whether you're on the side of the road like I was, cheering people on. But it was just a beautiful demonstration of humanity. And sometimes we lose hope. And this past, since October, since my dad passed away, there's been some sad days. Some really dark days, and some days that felt pretty hopeless, to be quite honest, and to be very transparent. And, I was kind of having one of those weekends, and Saturday was just kind of one of those days where I felt like I had a black cloud over my head. And so Sunday morning, to be able to go over and watch people, it just brought me hope, because as much difference as we have in this country, and I'll just talk about the United States and the political climate that's going on right now, and there's a lot going on, and whichever side that you believe in, you believe you're on the right side. And so it's not about trying to convince you that you're on the wrong side or anything like that. What it reminded me of is all of these people running down the street, thousands of people, right? This goal that they set for themselves, that they trained for so long. And then to come together and do it side by side with, men and women who are different than you, have different religious beliefs, different political beliefs, different ethnicities, different sexualities, whatever the case may be, different backgrounds, different ages. I mean, I saw people of all weight, size, color. I mean, it didn't matter. And again, it just reminded me that at the core of everything, we really are all one. And that's the message I want to leave you with today is we really are all one. And so as a coach, I told you doing this broadcast daily, part of it is to bring you inspiration, which I hope is what today is. Part of it is to bring you motivation, education, and training that you can implement immediately. And so your implementation for today is to ask yourself and reflect, am I going through the day looking for the best in people? Or have I become jaded and a little hopeless because of, the things going on in the world? And look, there are important things going on in our country, and I have my own beliefs. And if you know me personally, you know where I stand on that. That this is not the platform that I'm going to share that on today. My beliefs are very strong, and yet ultimately, I believe we all want what's best, right? And that's what makes us human. We all care, and I believe if we come from a place of love, to discuss our differences, I have a very, very good friend who politically and religiously probably were complete opposite ends of the spectrum, and yet I respect him so much because we can have very open, honest conversations and agree to disagree at the end of the day, and yet not get mad at each other and still come from a place of love. And so that's my question to you is, are you coming from a place of love? Are you coming from a place of seeking to understand, even if at the end you disagree? Or are you coming from a place of defensiveness? You're seeing the worst in the world. You're seeing the worst in people. You're feeling separate from your fellow sister and brother out there in the world, metaphorically. And so I also want to ask you, is there an experience you've had recently, like I did at the marathon, where you felt that sense of unity, even amongst all the differences, right? Even though, we're different in big and small ways and, fundamental ways. But like I said, at the end of the day, we're the same. Have you had an experience like that recently or ever in your life where you just felt this sense of oneness? Maybe you were at a concert, right? And everybody's singing the same song and if there's I don't even know how many people, right? Thousands and thousands of people, you're going to have differences. And yet at the end of the day, when you sit next to that person, you're just there in unity. Maybe it's at a sporting event. It's usually in some sort of crowd, but maybe it was in a smaller crowd for you. Maybe it was in a coffee shop. I don't know. But, was there an experience that you had? And I'd love for you to share it in the comments where you just felt that sense of unity. You felt a sense of hope. You felt a sense of hope in humanity and where we're going. Because, again, amidst all of the challenges that we go through as a population, as a culture, as a country, and as a world globally, I believe we're still in a better place than we've ever been, meaning we're headed to a better place. And I think the more that we consistently come from a place of love, we come from a place of seeking to see this sameness instead of the differences, then I believe that we make the world a better place. And honestly, that takes courage. It really takes courage to see the oneness instead of the differences. So I hope that this has blessed your day today. I hope that this has given you inspiration. I hope it's brought some awareness to you about, are you being intentional with your thoughts about how you're going into your day, how you're interacting with people? Because it will impact the interaction whether you know it or not. It'll impact the interaction with your spouse, your kids, your family, your friends, your coworkers, the strangers on the freeway when you're frustrated. Where are you coming from? A place of love, a place of fear, a place of courage, or a place, of hope, or something else. So go out there and live with love. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. I post different things on there. Check out TheFWordsOfLife.com to join the community, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.